Hi, I'm Andrea Bernholtz, and my three principal values are honesty, being straightforward, and always taking the high road. As a little girl, my dream job was to be a pony. And since that is unrealistic, and I decided that I loved fashion. And so all aspects of fashion, I loved it. I always loved to travel. I always wanted to see the world. I always loved to dress up. And so now I'm incorporating that into my real world. What were my best and worst moments in my career? Well, I'm going to start with the worst. So I'm with a huge client in Paris on the way to the Alexander McQueen fashion show. I step out of the car, I get hit by a truck. I wake up, I'm laid out in the street, concussion, broken nose. Definitely the worst. But the best was actually being all over the world, making lifelong friends, and seeing people literally all over the world wearing my clothes, and being in Paris Fashion Week, turning on the television in my room and watching my fashion show on television. Definitely a high note, definitely a career winner. Who has inspired me and who is a female role model? Definitely my mom. She was a stay-at-home mom, but she also started a business at home and became very successful. She made my own clothes, and I could see how that was done and the pride that I got in wearing that. And I really loved her ability to be kind to people and always take the high road. She was very philanthropic as well as being very environmental conscientious. And I've definitely taken a lot of those cues, and it's definitely made me who I am today. My biggest challenge as a professional is definitely balance, balancing being a mother, a wife, and a professional, and working really hard in this new era of fashion that is all online. And brick and mortar has really gone to the wayside, and navigating in a world that's online, where I really love to be in front of people. I love to be in the presence of the energy, and having that disconnect has been quite challenging as a professional. So how do I measure success? It might surprise you that it's not measured for me in dollars and cents. It's measured in the quality of life that you have and the things that you can share with other people. And when I look and I see somebody's wearing something that I've created and I get such a thrill out of that, to me that's success, when that person is happy in something that you created. I'd have to say my mentor is a collection of different women in the fashion industry that I've had the honor to call my friends. A lot of them were mothers when I wasn't a mother, and watching them balance. I watched them always take the high road, always be graceful, and I've taken bits and pieces of these wonderful inspirational women, and I've tried to apply that into my life. And in my head, I think sometimes, what would Allah do, or what would Mary do in certain situations, and that helps me. Well, according to me, the biggest stereotypical thing that you hear in women in business is, if she's strong, she's a bitch, where men don't ever get that. So definitely the number one on the list of stereotypical women in business cliches. Some advice I would give to my younger self about working in a male environment would be to do your homework so you know more about them and more about what you're talking about, especially real fresh before a meeting, and knowing that you don't have to be one of the boys to be taken serious, and you don't have to use your sexuality to get what you want. Just be who you are in yourself and be confident in that, and strive to do the best that you can. My advice for men to be more inclusive treat women with respect and take us more serious. It's that simple. How would I define empowerment? Empowerment has a lot of different layers, but for me, having confidence, knowing that I know what I want, having a clear vision, not letting anything stop me from doing it, and helping people along the way, and forming a really strong team, to me, that's empowerment. Well, I kind of am starting over right now, and what I am seeing that I do differently, I definitely trust my gut a lot more than I used to. And I streamline things a lot better than I used to. How do I see the future for women in my industry? I definitely see us gaining momentum, getting stronger, and actually helping each other up instead of tearing each other down. What is my mantra? Well, I have a few mantras. A personal mantra I have is a quote from the movie from Auntie Mame. Life is a banquet and most poor suckers are starving to death, so live, live, live. And I really take that to heart, and I live, live, live. And I do it personally, I do it in business, but another mantra I have that I really adhere to in business, and it's very hard, is always take the high road. And I'll tell you, they don't call it a high road for nothing. It's hard sometimes, but that's a mantra I try to stick to. And thank you for your participation.